Welcome back, everybody. Episode 44 of the Big Easy Blitz podcast. And as you can see, we have our first guest picker. As we said we would, we have Sam back. Brock just dropped it.
Generational fumble.
So Brock,
Miles
Sam,
Sanders over
anything
here.
y'all want to say? Brock, go ahead, go first.
Happy to have Sammy back. This could possibly be not possibly. This will be more likely in the future since you all go to the same school again. Because last time Sam snaked on us and transferred.
Yeah. Yikes.
But today we're just gonna be doing the same as last Friday. College game day. We've had 10 games, a lot weaker this week. Just being honest.
100%.
And then we're gonna rapid fire the NFL games. We're gonna have to since we tried to film a pod Wednesday, didn't go too well. And we actually both picked the Eagles, so you just have to believe both of us. We were
Yeah.
right on that.
Yeah.
And we'll
Hot take.
yeah.
Hype behind it.
And at the end we'll give the Chiefs Chargers for right if this even gets.
go, Chiefs.
So kicking off, or Samuel, say anything before we.
Great to be back. Feel a little bit offended that I'm on for the week 2 edition because week 2 games are always terrible.
Yeah.
But we're here. I'm gonna dish out some takes on schools that I know nothing about. I know
That's
like
how it goes, man.
a few college football players, but I'm staying true to the guest picker vibes. That's about it.
Let's run it, baby.
Yep. Never claimed to know anything about some of the schools. Kick it off. First game I just thought it was really interesting in the car ride back up to Baton Rouge a couple of days ago. We have James Madison versus Louisville.
I feel like for this game, as opposed to just picking a winner, you would take like a spread or something like that. I'm gonna have Louisville winning this game, but I have James Madison covered.
What's the spread?
Yeah, what's
I think it was 13.5 when I checked last. So
All right. I'm a man who hates on many things. Many people know me as a hater, Brock.
yeah.
I hate on tofu. I hate on people that wear their headphones everywhere because I think that's dumb. I hate on school zones. Shout out to Trent. And I hate on Lamar Jackson every postseason.
Wow.
So give me James Madison.
Wow.
The real guest picker
I
vibe.
love it. I love it. Wow. I don't know how to follow that. But I'm gonna go Louisville because Miller Moss, who LSU fans remember, sorry to bring this back up, but he was the USC quarterback last year. And he was really good in that game and awful the rest of the year. If that trend continues, he'll be really good to start and terrible the rest of the year. So I'm gonna go with Louisville.
All right. I like the rationale from all three of us there.
So the next game, I know what Connor picked for this game, and I do not agree. It is Illinois versus Duke. Illinois comes in number 10 in the country.
I got the Blue Devils upsetting the Fighting Illini, man. Everybody knows me as an Illinois fan. Back when I was everybody. Back when I was 8, I had an Illinois shirt. That is true. But no, I like Darian Mensah. I think the Blue Devils are going to be scrappy. I think they're going to be too much for the Illini to handle, and it's in Raleigh. So,
Connor, I'll give you $5 if you can name another Duke player.
Brock, I think we established that at the beginning of this.
Anyway, I'm gonna go with Illinois. Illinois, I have in my playoff or on dark horse playoff team. They're number 10 in the country, and Duke's got a bigger task next week when they go to Yulman Stadium for Darian Mensah to take on.
Wait, so just let me get this straight.
They're going to be looking ahead.
You called Tulane a bigger task than Illinois.
One team will be in the playoff.
No.
One team will be in the
Brock.
playoff.
Yes,
Well,
Yes, I
okay,
did.
all right.
they have Illinois at home, and they got
All right.
a revenge game for Tulane next week.
Okay.
So I'm going to. We completely skipped over Sam now. That's all.
Sam, go ahead.
It's all right. The way I think about these things, I'm always trying to outthink Vegas and what Vegas wants you to do. I look at this the way other people would look at this, and they see Illinois 2.5-point favorites against Duke. Terrible football program. Illinois is number 11 in the country. They want you to smash Illinois money line. So what we do is we take Duke to upset the Illini at home.
Why are you clapping?
Greatest guest picker ever.
Why are you clapping? I should be clapping. Go Blue Devils, baby.
This might be the end of the Big Easy Blitz podcast. Me and Connor, let's
Old married couple.
Number 3, third game of the season. So far, Connor, we disagreed on both games. You picked Louisville.
I picked Louisville.
Okay. So
I
me and
have
Sam
James
have
Madison
disagreed on
covered.
games. Number 3, this next game, could be a very interesting game. Baylor versus SMU. I'll start with this
Go
one. I think Baylor is still a playoff team. I'm not worried at all about last week.
Destroyed by
No,
Auburn.
I'm not worried about that at all. I don't think SMU is very good. They were a cupcake playoff team last year.
I do, yeah.
As much as I hate Bama, Bama should have gotten in over them, but it's a different year, and Bama sucks now. So I'm gonna go with Baylor in an upset because SMU is ranked.
I like that take from Brock. I think about this. SMU last week played a team called East Texas A&M. Anyone ever heard of that?
I didn't even know East
Shout out.
Texas A&M was a school.
Florida State plays.
Of course you didn't.
Yes, I remember one.
Baylor played Auburn. I know they got whipped, but they're gonna be ready for this level of competition. So give me the Bears.
I agree.
You know what? Sick 'em, boys. Sick 'em. We're all three riding with the Baylor Bears. Yeah, last week was kind of disastrous against Auburn. Auburn kind of embarrassed them, Jackson Arnold, in that run game, but I think they bounced back against a probably overrated SMU. So let's ride with the Bears.
I agree. Moving on, Connor, you're going to start with this one. We got the old, I don't know what this rivalry is called, but it is a rivalry in Week 2 for some godforsaken
Oh,
reason.
Iowa State versus Iowa. Let me guess. I'm going to go off on a rail and say that this rivalry is called the Cornfield Bowl.
I don't think
that's right.
I don't think you can say that. That's in some way corrupt. I don't know what that word means, but I really
did. We're just trying stuff out here. I got the Iowa State Cyclone. I'm not gonna harp too much. I mean, y'all know me and Iowa State, we go way back. Brock, I think you need a little bit of a break here, so Sam, go ahead and go. Provocative. Go ahead, Sam.
This game typically has about 20 total points, and it's won by the home team by about 3. So I'm gonna go Iowa State as well.
Yeah, I'm going Iowa State as well. Moving on. Virginia versus NC State.
Well, the Gins got redder.
Virginia, NC State. I'm going with the Wolfpack. Nothing else to talk about. I don't know anything about either team.
How provocative!
That's provocative.
How provocative of you.
Word of the day for Big East, but it's provocative. I'm not gonna look that up.
Sam, go ahead.
NC State, solid program. I've still never forgiven Virginia for what they do to my bracket every year. I know you remember the Furman game, and I know we all remember.
Oh, I had Furman.
I know we all remember when UMBC what they did to them. So give me NC State out of pure hatred.
Sam, if you don't mind me asking, how far did you have Virginia going to those two brackets?
Elite 8 for the Furman one and championship for UMBC.
Okay, because the Furman one, I want to say they were a 4 seed.
Yeah.
I don't think they were like that high. I'm riding with the Cavaliers in this one. Brock and I talked about this. NC State always seems like they are kind of Mickey Mouse every year. So
Sam, I don't know if you watched that episode, but what I said was every time NC State has expectations, they suck. Mm-hmm. Whenever they don't have expectations, they really surprise people. And this year they had expectations, so they suck. By the way, provocative means causing annoyance, anger, or another strong reaction, which is exactly what you just did.
Wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that is anger.
If we have any Iowa State fans,
they probably embrace the cornfields, Brock.
And they embrace. All right, we're halfway through. It's going about as good as it could be. Kansas versus Missouri, another rivalry game in Week 2. I don't understand that. I'll start with this one. I love Kansas. I love their jerseys. That's like Kansas. I always felt bad for Kansas because they've sucked forever. And I don't think Missouri's good this year, so I'm going to go with Kansas.
I really have no legitimate take here, but I want to throw out a not so fast. So give me Missouri.
Not so fast. I'm going to take Missouri in this one. I'm not too high on the Tigers this year. But I just don't think the Jayhawks are too strong.
Well, 12-year quarterback Jalen Daniels is still at Kansas.
Yeah.
So that's the veteran presence. Moving on to the next game that I think we're all going to have a sweep on this one. I just thought it was an interesting matchup. We have Oklahoma State versus Oregon in Eugene.
Will we be seeing a not so fast here, Sam? Yeah, no, I'm going with the Ducks.
Yeah, back in my day, this would have been called the Alamo Bowl, but now it's a 28.5 point spread. So give me the Ducks.
Wow, 28.5 points.
Yeah. Really? And Sam, if you don't mind me asking, who would you have Oregon covered or Oklahoma State covered?
Yes.
I would hope
Oregon by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Okay. I would hope a Power 5 team would cover against another Power 5 team as a 4 touchdown. Power 4, whatever. Yeah, I also have Oregon. I think that's probably the easiest pick of the week. And I can't wait for that to blow up in all 3 of our faces and have Oklahoma State beat them.
I had to do a double take on this game. Because initially I thought it was like a conference game just because of how skewed the conferences are, but then I realized that, because I mean you got UCLA in the Atlantic Coastal Conference, but
the Coast to Coast Conference.
Yes,
that's not right.
Or Cal, sorry,
Cal, yeah, Cal State.
UCLA too is in the Big Ten.
Yeah,
has traditionally been a Northeast.
This game I would not have put this next game on there, so we all have Oregon, but this one I would not have on there. But because of what happened last year, I put it on there. We have Ole Miss versus Kentucky. This game is
okay. Yeah.
When you get to that Ole Miss, Connor, sorry while I look that up.
Okay, I'm hotty toddy. if you watch Brock and I's SEC predictions, I think we both had Kentucky combined winning like 6 games.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I had Kentucky winning 3 games. Kentucky. Austin Simmons is pretty solid. But sorry. Well, no, sound off. Go, Brock. What
I am
you got?
so tired of seeing Ole Miss fans year in and year out overreact over beating Schoolhouse of the Blind and deaf.
Okay, talk about provocative. Talk about
I don't
provocative. Who did they play week 1? Who did they play?
Georgia State.
Okay, Georgia State. You think that Georgia State fans aren't pissed right now? Calling them Schoolhouse of the Blind?
Georgia State's fuming.
I don't think Georgia State has fans. It's all parents of the players. Let's be honest here.
But I was
Ole Miss does this every single year. They play a terrible team week 1. They blow them out. They score 60 on them, and then we got to hear, "Oh, Ole Miss might be legit. Their quarterback might win the Heisman this year." No, he's not. No, he's not.
And let me guess, you still have Ole Miss winning this game.
I do. It is. I do. It's because Kentucky is atrocious. The game is in Lexington, by the way. In case anyone was wondering.
Personally, I will be smashing Ole Miss money line at 8.5. That's free, guaranteed. 8.5 points. Take them.
You did your betting homework. I don't know any of them.
I'm always thinking about this in terms of betting.
I like it. Moving on. We got Vanderbilt versus Virginia Tech. If you remember last year, week 1, Vandy won on a game-winning field goal. So,
Brock stars on.
Not gonna lie, did not watch Vanderbilt week 1. I did watch Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech looked awful, but their defense is really good. With that being said, I'm still gonna take Vanderbilt. I think Diego Pavia, the Black Magic, lives on until he faces a good team in week 5 and being overall. They play them, so it might not be a good team. But I'm gonna take Vanderbilt. I'm riding with the Commodores.
All right, I think Vanderbilt could return to the success of the days of James Franklin. Some deep ball knowledge there. I think they could win maybe 9 games this year.
Whoa! Wow.
And I think this is one of them. So give me the Commodores.
Yeah, I mean, Virginia Tech, the Hokies looked very bad against South Carolina.
Their offense, dude.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, they just couldn't get anything going. And I'm riding with Diego Pavia, baby. Give me the Commodores.
So Sam, you have Vanderbilt 9-3, so you have them beating 2 of Tennessee, Texas, LSU, Bama, and South Carolina.
Yeah.
You guys are going 2-3.
Yes.
Okay, I love it.
Yes.
I love it. We don't. We have 6-6, but I love it.
Minimum 7 wins. That's the floor.
Wow. I don't disagree.
That's the floor.
I had them 6-6, but it's okay. And the last college game of the weekend before we get into NFL, college game day is here. Very mid college game day. Just being honest. Michigan versus Oklahoma. Connor?
I'm going with the Sooners. Brock and I had the Michigan New Mexico game on simultaneously while we were watching the LSU game, and Michigan just like you would think a team like Michigan would just steamroll a team like New Mexico because I mean you saw like we just said Ole Miss blew out a Sun Belt team in Georgia State, and New Mexico the Lobos were kind of giving them problems. So with that being said, I'm going with John Mateer and the Oklahoma Sooners.
Yep.
All right. As previously stated, I know very little about this sport. I know very few players. I do know programs though. Michigan in the last 5 years, winning program. Oklahoma in the last 5 years has lost about eight playoff games to Alabama. So
True that.
I know very few players. I do know of a guy named Bryce Underwood, and I heard from a friend of a friend that he looks pretty good in week 1. So give me the Wolverines.
Love it. I love it. I'm gonna go with Oklahoma because it is at home. They're an SEC school, and John Mateer is better than Bryce Underwood.
This has got to be the most mid game day of all time.
Just 2.
This is awful.
I mean, this is like I think it's number 14 or number 15.
Like, how do you get hyped up? Like, yeah, we're going to what is it, number 18 versus number 15?
Yeah, literally.
I mean,
Gonna be electric.
I mean, it's a night game in Norman.
It is. It is that.
You got that going for you.
So yeah, that's our picks. I can't wait to see how these turn out after this week. And we're gonna post our like how we're doing.
Yeah, we'll have a Sam
every 2 weeks.
We'll have Sam up there too.
Yeah, we'll do every 2 weeks instead of every week.
Okay, so you don't want to do this week?
Well, we could, but I mean, it's only I was thinking do 3 every 2, and we can like.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on to the NFL. We made it, boys. Tis the season.
Yep.
Tis the season.
So check fantasy every 2 minutes. and
we're back in peak form
and whine about not starting the person. And he goes off for 20
for everyone who had Javonte Williams on their bench last night,
or whoever started George Pickens
and AJ Brown.
That was me. Anyway, so we obviously picked the Eagles last night. Y'all won't be able to see that because we didn't post it, but you just have to trust us. First game we're just gonna go rapid fire because this episode is gonna be very long. First game tonight actually at 7:00. Chiefs versus the Chargers in Los Angeles or in Brazil.
I'm just going to do this. Shout out Isaiah Pacheco. He's going for 150 yards tonight. Probably not, but I still think the Chiefs are going to win.
As long as the grass is green and the sky is blue, the Chiefs will beat the Chargers by a field goal.
Wow. On some flag magic.
Yep. So we got Socrates on our podcast today. I'm also going with the Chiefs. I think I said in the previous episode, I'm not going to pick against them until they lose. I'm probably going to pick them in every single game this year until they lose. Moving on. You want to start with the Saints or want to end with the Saints?
End with the Saints.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Dolphins versus Colts.
This is the most week one. This is the most week one matchup to ever week one. Give me the Dolphins.
Give me the Dolphins. I mean, everybody knows I love Tua on this podcast.
Everybody.
I think my fan with Tua is known on this podcast.
Yeah, it's literally our
it's literally our coverage for sure.
So, I mean, you couldn't have put a better week one matchup of all time. The spread is 1.5. Indianapolis.
Wait, Indy's favored?
Yeah. Yes, and I am not picking a team that starts Daniel Jones week one. I give me the Dolphins.
That is crazy. That's crazy to me. The Colts are favored in this game, and the Saints are 6.5 dogs. So the Saints suck. We'll get into that. Okay, but the Colts suck too.
Yeah, but this is a different kind of bad.
Next game we got Raiders Patriots, and the only thing I can think of when I think of Raiders playing the Patriots is that infamous lateral that
Jacoby Myers threw.
And now Jacoby Myers is on the lead, ironically. And I'm gonna go with the New England Patriots in this game. I'm very high on the Patriots this year. They won last year, week one against the Bengals, which looked like an upset. Turns out it wasn't really because the Bengals defense was atrocious, and it's still going to be atrocious this year. But give me the Raiders or Patriots. Sorry, Patriots.
I'm gonna agree with everything you just said there, Bob. Give me the Patriots.
I third that in the past.
All right. I love the speech, man. Yeah. Next, bit of a revenge game, you could say. Steelers Jets. Justin Fields.
This is a very shout out to the schedule makers for this one. I like this game.
Swap quarterbacks. Much. They literally swap quarterbacks.
Give me the Steelers. I'm gonna have the Steelers. No, sorry. Give me the Jets. Sorry. Give me the Jets. I think Justin Fields is going to bounce back. I don't know why I just had a brain fart. I think Justin Fields is going to bounce back. I mean, I think Justin Fields was 4-2, 4-1 as a starter in Pittsburgh last year. And Russell Wilson came back and they just instantly handed him over the starting spot without even a competition. So I think he's going to have a different fire lit under him in this game.
I know a 17-16 game when I see one, and that's one the Steelers win. In Pittsburgh.
There's two things that will always happen in Mike Tomlin's career. He's going 9-8 and he's beating the Jets. Give me the team of the Steelers. Next game. I think this is gonna be a blowout of week one. We got the Commanders against the Giants in Washington.
I got the
Commanders.
That's clean sweep. Next one we got the Giants could surprise people this year. Russell Wilson, the league neighbors, they have really, really good defense. We'll see. Apparently, Jalen Hyatt's put on 15 pounds of muscle.
So is she. So we'll get there.
Panthers, Jaguars.
I want to start here because I got a hot take that blends in from the last one.
Here we go.
We all pick Commanders.
Yep.
I believe this year the Commanders aren't going to the playoffs, but you know who is? The Carolina Panthers.
You're on the same way.
Give me Carolina in this game.
The two times the Carolina Panthers have opened with the Jacksonville Jaguars. They have made it to the Super Bowl. Give me Carolina.
I agree. That's still going to happen, but I agree. I do think they win week one. The Jaguars are a dumpster fire. Doesn't matter how many people you draft or bring in.
People still believe in Trevor Lawrence.
This is a well-known thing that Connor's a really big Trevor Lawrence.
But people still think he can be an elite quarterback. Like,
I think he can be top 15.
Is that elite?
No, it's not elite.
It's not elite.
I'm not saying it is.
Derek Carr was a perennial top 15.
Okay, I'd say Trevor Lawrence is probably like around 17 right now. By in quarterback.
I think he's better than he's played.
Let me.
I would agree with that, but like
I mean, I'm
You
not
can
saying
only
he's
say
gonna
that
have
for
like
so
top
long.
5. That's true.
Yeah. Let me completely rephrase what I just said so that doesn't get taken out of context.
What did you say?
Derek Carr was not a top 15. I meant to say he was in between 15 and 18 throughout his career.
Yeah.
Because that could have been taken way out of context just now. And I already know Lundgren would have been in my ear about that. Moving on, we got my phone is frozen. We got the Bengals and Browns.
Give me the Bengals. I know they've started slowly in the past, but I think the Browns are just everywhere this year.
Who's the Browns quarterback?
Flacco.
Give me the Browns.
I actually agree with Sam. I really do agree with Sam.
Wow.
As a Jerome Ford fantasy owner,
And
I am just what's the word? Salivating right now, thinking of Jerome Ford against that Bengals defense.
He's provoked.
And Jerry Jeudy, whoever has him in fantasy, start him this week. He's going to go off this week. Shout out to Andrew Murphy for that.
There's going to be fireworks in this game.
I do think the Browns win. The Bengals suck in week 1, and it's your fault.
That's their fault.
This game is on Fox, which is weird. 2 AFC teams playing on Fox. Moving on to a divisional matchup, interdivisional with the Saints. We got Bucks Falcons.
Ooh, this is a really good one. Where's the game being played?
Atlanta. Tampa Bay is a 1.5 point favorite.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna ride with Tampa Bay just because I think Michael Penix is still gonna need some more time. But I do think the Falcons are still gonna be solid this year, and I think Tampa Bay can be really good as we discussed earlier.
I think Tampa Bay could be legit contenders in the NFC this year, so I'm gonna take the Bucks.
100%. I think Baker's the top 2 quarterback in the NFC.
Oh, I thought I was saying NFL.
No. Yeah. I do think the Bucks win this game. I think they make a deep run this year in the playoffs. Moving on to what looking in should be a good matchup, but no telling what this team's gonna be like this year. We got the 49ers and Seahawks. 49ers open as a 1.5 point favorite.
Okay. I'm gonna ride with the Seahawks. The 49, Christian McCaffrey already. Did you see that? He's already injured. He's limited in practice. I don't know what's going on over there.
We'll get into injuries.
Aside from George Kittle, they really don't have anybody. Some people believe in Rick Pearsall. I think he could be solid, but
is Ayuk healthy?
Oh no. He's not going to be healthy till like week 8. So I'm riding with the Seahawks. I think Sam Darnold and that offense can be really electric.
I like that pick too. Seahawks have started the season well the last few years, so I'm gonna take the Chickens.
That was really good. I'm also going with the Seahawks. I think Jackson Smith and Jiggs was the.
I've never heard that before.
This is the greatest episode of all time. I think that Jackson Smith and Jiggs was Offensive Player of the Year. Campaign starts on Sunday.
I like it, baby.
I'm also riding with the Chickens.
There you go.
Chickens, baby.
Yeah.
Moving on to the biggest spread of the entire week, we have Broncos as an 8.5 point favorite against Tennessee.
Yeah, I used this game in my elimination pool. I got the Broncos.
I could pick the Broncos too. Or no, I think I picked Washington. But yeah, I take the Broncos. But I think Titans will surprise some people and stay in this game.
Okay.
I do agree with that. In the first half, Cam Ward might make a couple plays.
Least hyped #1 overall.
Yes,
yeah, I agree. I think the Broncos are away with this one.
Right.
And then we'll be the most type QB next year when Garrett Osweiler goes one.
Archman.
Moving on to the game, the second best game of the week. Archman puts on the Saints jersey. You will see riots. Lions.
Not just you.
Lions Packers. I don't care if it's just me. I'm gonna lead the pack. No,
just like driving the bus.
No pun intended, but I will lead the pack. But the Packers Lions this week.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, I'll start this one. I had the Lions because I'm. If you're an avid Big Easy Blitz list, or I guess it was CD and Sam at the time. Shout out, OGs right here.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember, I was on the Lions 2 or 3 years ago, and then since then I've been called a bandwagon. But of course, I'll start getting called a bandwagon with Florida State too.
That'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
Never mind, I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I'm going with the Packers after they traded for Michael Parsons. I think that's the missing piece they needed in their defense.
I think all the hype's around the Packers in this game. I think the Lions are going to quietly go in and beat them at Lambeau. How they did with the Chiefs a few years ago.
I agree, Sam. I think the Lions are still going to be really solid. Now, yes, they lost their 2 coordinators. Obviously, that's huge. But I feel like they still have the systems intact, and I think they're still going to be solid like they were last year. Give me the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
The Lion.
The Packers are 1.5 point favorite. I would imagine that game it switched whenever Carson was traded. I wasn't keeping up with the betting lines.
Yeah. What's the over under for that game?
47.5.
Oof. Okay.
Wow. So two very good, and Aiden Hutchinson's healthy again. So it's gonna be a very, very good game nonetheless. Nonetheless. Texans Rams next. This one I really couldn't tell you. This is a coin flip. The Rams are 3.5 point favorite.
Where's this game?
In LA.
In LA. Okay.
I mean, not that that's a huge home field advantage, but
not at all.
I'm going with the Texans.
I like that pick as well. I'm pretty high on the Texans this year. I think Stroud has a bounce back season and goes back to being kind of a top 10 guy. So I'm gonna take the Texans here. I like them to win 10 or more games this season.
Yeah, I'm driving the CJ Stroud hype train. I mean, I have him as my dark horse for MVP, so I'm gonna take the Texans in this one.
Yep. Game of the week next. We got the Ravens Bills, and can we just give a round of applause for the schedule makers making this the Sunday night game? That's unbelievable. That's a great job. You don't start.
Okay.
But let me just say this: the over under is 50.5. It's the biggest of the weekend. By
Is this in Buffalo?
No, yeah, it's in Buffalo.
It's in Buffalo. Okay. Ooh, I wonder if the Bills are going to be wearing those crispy jerseys.
It's week 1.
Those are so nice.
I'm
I'm
need
gonna
to win
go.
those in the snow. Find a way.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the Super Bowl favorite Buffalo Bills.
I would take the Bills if this was later in the season, but Lamar Jackson plays phenomenally in prime time when it's not in
I
playoffs.
thought you said you were a Lamar Jackson.
I am. Once we get to
playoff.
playoff hater, every year the hate watch that keeps giving. But give me Lamar to win this one.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah,
This is a good game.
I had
This is good.
I did have the Bills until you just said that. Lamar always pops off in week 1.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the first time we haven't seen Ravens Chiefs week 1 in ages. But I'm gonna ride with the Bills because they are and I think Buffalo has a top 3 fan base in the country.
That game last year with the Isaiah Likely catch.
Yeah.
First game.
That's when the devil magic started for the Chiefs.
It started on the first game. Well said, bro. Well said.
All right. Moving on to the second to last game because we didn't do the Saints game yet. The Vikings Bears on Monday Night Football.
This is a Monday night matchup. It's where?
In Chicago.
It's in Chicago.
Vikings are the favorite.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Bears. Kind of same thing with Michael Penix. JJ McCarthy still is very new to this whole thing now. Kevin O'Connell's system makes it very easy for quarterbacks. But I think the Bears are going to be better this year, and I think Caleb Williams will also improve a lot. So give me the Bears.
I'm gonna stick with the Vikings on this. I'm gonna go with the road favorites. I think it might take a little bit for Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams to click together. So I'm taking Minnesota. Solid defense, solid coach. I think McCarthy will do enough.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the Bears just because the Vikings don't have a wide receiver 2 right now. Because Jordan Addison never plays week 1.
3 games in line.
Yeah. And I do think Caleb Williams will be really good in the Ben Johnson offense. Maybe not to start the season, but I do think they do squeak out a win this week 1. And then finally, the game we've all dreaded for so long as Saints fans. Week 1, Cardinals Saints. I don't know. I'll let you start.
Okay. I have the Cardinals. I have the Cardinals winning. I think it's going to be close. The Saints being 6.5 dogs at home is wild to me, to a very mid Cardinals team. But we're not high on the Saints this year, needless to say. So I got the Birds.
No. To preface what I'm about to say, I do think the Saints will suck this year. I think we win. If we play well, I think we win 5 games. I think we're terrible. With that being said, I have wholeheartedly said for the last 3 months that we're turning up and we're beating Arizona in this game. When I get in the car at 6:30 a.m. on Sunday and drive down to New Orleans, go to the Dome, and watch that terrible team and those crappy tan jerseys.
Hey, no!
That's a game that we win 19-17. Kyler Murray turns the ball over 4 times. We never capitalize, and the whole game we think we're going to lose on a walk-off field goal, but the defense keeps coming up big.
The defense
Give me the Saints.
Just they bend, but don't break.
Amen.
Wow. Okay. Well, I thought I was going to be alone on that thing, but I have some facts for you. You know, the last 6 years, the Saints are 6-0 in Week 1.
Yeah, I do.
Derek Carr's not on this team anymore.
That's the fact.
Well, no, that was really the only fact. I said something, so I didn't think something else. There's 3 guarantees in life: death, taxes, and the Saints win a mediocre Week 1. Give me the Saints.
The perfect example of that is the Titans game.
That was terrible.
I think the score of that was
16. It was
16.
16. Terrible.
Yeah, I think the Saints win Week 1, but get slaughtered the rest of the way. So
for sure.
And the I don't agree with that. I think they're beautiful jerseys.
I think they're nice, clean jerseys.
Unless they wear the
tan
jersey. Are they wearing the black helmets with it?
That's tan.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I don't love that.
I hate the black helmets.
I don't love
We've also never won a game with black helmets.
Really?
Yeah.
We haven't won much recently, so but thank you for watching episode 44 since the last 44 didn't work out.
It's in the modern era.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for coming back, Sam. Glad to have you. We'll be back hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yes, sir.
We might have another guest picker next week. He's been able to be
rotate.
Redundant. There we go. I've used 2 big words.
Provocative.
Provocative word of the day. That might just make the title provocative. That's it.
Just the provocative part.
Confuse the listeners.
Yep. Thank you for watching.
Provoke them.
Man.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. We'll see y'all later. Peace.